Hi guys, Angie the Craftnado, and I am here with a very exciting whip and chat today. We are going to open a few things, and it is especially exciting because I had a milestone in mind with my channel. I don't, when I came into this, I didn't come into it with any big expectations or goals as far as, oh, I want to have X amount of subscribers or I want to get monetized, or I don't have any interest in anything like that. But I have to say that I have been having so much fun doing these videos, and I've been having so much fun getting to know all of you, and I have been so pleasantly surprised at the kindness and just the amount of subscribers that I've gotten. And I know it's not a ton, but I think that I've grown quite a bit just in the two and a half months that I've been doing this. And I am very happy with that, and I want to give you guys something back. I want to say thank you for being a subscriber to my channel. Thank you for all of your comments, all of your kind words, for watching my videos, everything, all of that. I just want to say thank you. So I thought I'm going to do a subscriber giveaway. And I had thought to myself, okay, I'm going to do the subscriber giveaway when I get to 500 subscribers. Well, as you can look and see, I'm not there yet. But as you also know about me, or maybe you don't, but you will find out, I can't wait for things. I just simply, if something is on my mind and I want to do it, I do it, I buy it, I get it. It is. It will be. So, that being said, I went ahead and I thought about what I wanted to do for my subscriber giveaway. And I went ahead and ordered the things that I wanted to give away. And they're here. And I can't not open them. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to open and show you the things that are going to be for the subscriber giveaway, show them to you, and then at the end of the video, after we do our whip and chat, I will go ahead and tell you how you can enter to win the prizes. Yes, more than one. Well, one winner, multiple prizes for my first ever subscriber giveaway. So let's get right into it. So we'll start out with a couple of the small things. One of the things that you're gonna get is you're just going to get kind of a few of my favorite diamond painting things. So the one thing you're going to get is a vanilla frosting pretty placer. So I love to use these on my special drill diamond paintings. They work great for when you're working with drills that are not a round shape. You know, if they're a weird size, they work really, really well for that, for picking up those strange shaped diamond paintings. And they also work really, really good for working with ABs, because a lot of times ABs will get stuck in your drill pen, and sometimes your wax will pull off the coating. And with pretty placers, that doesn't happen. So I figured vanilla frosting is a great, pretty universal scent that most people like. So I'll be including a vanilla frosting pretty placer with my giveaway. The second thing is my preferred, well, I don't really use wax anymore. I use micro dots, but when I do use wax, my preferred wax, which is Patty Wax SS. So you will be getting this. What is that? It looks like a little, oh, it's got a drill in it. I swear this is brand new. I've never used it. Had a drill stuck in there. I don't know. I must have opened it. But it is brand new. You can see I've never used it. Brand new tin of Patty Wax SS, super sticky, and I love this stuff. It is amazing, and the best wax that I've found so far for my single placer. For my multi-placer, I still love to use Not Your Mama's Mud, but for my single placer, Patty Wax SS is the stuff. So that you will also get a tin of that. You will also ignore Bo Duke. He's over there shaking his head. You are also going to get a cover minder. And I ordered these cover minders from Siobhan over on Etsy. So if you would like to, if you have not checked out her shop, it's Coverminders Siobhan, Siobhan, on Etsy, and I will link her shop in the description of this video. She has the absolute most beautiful, gorgeous cover minders I have ever seen in my life. They are absolutely gorgeous. So one of these is actually a gift for my Secret Santa for the retreat I'm going to next week. So one of these is not going to be eligible for the subscriber giveaway, and I'll show it to you, but you'll have to pick from one of the other two. Oh, Duke, really? Is that necessary? So let's get into them and see what I got in this order. And before we get to the Coverminders, we'll just show, I got some candy, so thank you for the candy. Got a couple stickers. Oh, a beautiful butterfly sticker and a carton of, looks like a carton of milk, but it's clear. Little carton of something, some kind of fresh drink. Very cute. And this adorable lip washi tape. I'm going to throw that in there too. So you'll get some washi tape. Oh, and another sticker. A beautiful rose. You notice that we're in a different setting today, and I hope that you will. I apologize for the kind of relaxed scenery, but I'm in my recliner. Got my tootsers here down at the bottom. This is the best I could get this lazy arm to come into the business. But yeah, we're not in the craft room today. We're sitting in the recliner just because that's just the way I'm feeling today. So we got a nice card here with my name on it. It says, Angela, thank you. Dear Angela, thank you for coming back. I appreciate your business. You're going to love your pics. Multi-Dragonfly is so beautiful. Itsy Bitsy is so cute. Please leave me a review if you're happy. Hope to see you soon. Be cool, be well, be silly, be kind. Shaban. So that's a very nice personalized note. I love that. I love getting personal notes from sellers. Doesn't it just make you feel special? It makes you feel like you're just an important customer. And you know, her Coverminders are actually very reasonably priced too. As beautiful as they are, I don't know how she can sell them for what she does and still make a profit. So these are the two Coverminders that you guys will have to choose from. Actually, you want to know what? You can have both of these Coverminders. Because this one is just teeny weeny itty bitty, but it's so darn cute. So the first one that you'll get is this adorable ladybug. Isn't that cute? Isn't it just absolutely gorgeous? Doesn't she just do an amazing job? And her magnets are so ultra super strong. I love that about her Coverminders. So you'll get this adorable ladybug bag Coverminder. And you will also get, I think this is the one. I'm sure this, and I'm sorry I'm unwrapping them for you. I'll wrap them back up in something pretty before I send them to you. But I just want you to be able to see what you're going to get. The other one is this magnificently gorgeous dragonfly. Look at that. Look at the sparkle and the bling. Isn't that gorgeous? That is an absolutely beautiful work of art. I just absolutely am in love with it. It is so pretty. I couldn't resist. And the magnet is a big, strong magnet on the back. Very nice. It's very awesome. She does amazing work. I can't say enough good things. And she ships incredibly fast as well. So shipping is also, she's in the States, and shipping is very fast. Now I'm going to show you this other one that I got as well. This is going to be a gift for, like I said, for my Secret Santa for the retreat. But I just wanted to show you, and I'll just show it to you, another one that she has on offer in her shop. And I actually already own this, and I loved it so much that I thought that my Secret Santa would love it as well. You guys probably know who my Secret Santa is. I can't tell you because I can't tell anybody. But you probably, if I said who it was, you would know her. I'll tell you after the retreat. So just suffice it to say, I have a little bit of fangirl going on about who my Secret Santa is, or who I am Secret Santa for. And I'm feeling a lot of pressure to choose to choose good gifts. So those are going to be that makes 4 of the prizes. Now, for the final and biggest prize, I went ahead and I ordered 2 pens from Butterfly Effect Wares over on Etsy. And this is a husband and wife team. They're a military family. And this is my first purchase from them. I've not ever purchased from them before, but I did see another creator, Laura at Anxiety Art Adventures. She has some Butterfly Effect Wares pens, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So you will be able to choose whichever of these 2 you would prefer if you win this giveaway. So it says, hello and welcome to Butterfly Effect Wares. We're a husband and wife team that work together to create beautiful and high quality wares. The butterfly effect is defined as a small change and then creates a bigger ripple out into the world. To us, it's a reminder that everyone can make a difference in the world. Each and every purchase we receive, package, and send to you, our customer, has more of an impact than the simple transaction that was made. Thank you for choosing to shop with us. John and Abby. Very nice little card. And then I've just got my packing slip in there. You don't need to see how much I paid for these. Neither does my husband. And I've got a card in here that has their details. So if you would like to check them, I will also link their shop on Etsy. It has their email and their Instagram in case you're interested in that. And we have some Tootsies in here. Tootsie Roll, yum yum, I love that. And the pens each come in their own very nice velvety bags. And I do have and a sticker, a butterfly sticker, very appropriate. And there is a baggie with a spare 4-placer in it, and it is a thin 4-placer. So I'm not sure if, okay, it's the tip for one of them. So I did have the chance, I had a choice of what I wanted to order as my second tip on each of these pens. And my favorite placer is the thin 4-placer. So that's what I ordered for the tips for the second tip for each of these pens. You can, however, replace the tips. And I'll show you how easy it is to do this. So the first one, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. This is, I believe, what they're calling, they both seem thick. They call these large. They're a little bit thicker than, like, this is a Diamond Art Club acrylic pen. And so you can see it's a little bit thicker than that. So if you have arthritis or hard time, gripping small pens, these larger pens might be right up your alley. And the style of it is a little bit different than any that I have. I think this is considered a 4-bump. So this is called Fire and Ice. And I'll just show it to you up close. It's got beautiful swirls of all different colors of blue and red and some flecks of gold in there and purple and brown. It's just absolutely beautiful. Very, very beautifully. It's very, very shiny and smooth and comfortable. Very nice. Oh my gosh, yes. Whatever one you don't choose, I think I'm going to love. This might become one of my new favorite pens. So you'll be able to choose between Fire and Ice, or the other one is, well, this one seems even a bit fatter. This one is a hybrid. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. So this is a wood resin hybrid, and I don't remember what this one is called, but if it's still available, I will link this exact pen in the description. If not, I'll just put the link to their shop. But if there's more available, I will link it. But it is wood at one end, and then at this end is acrylic, and it's swirled with blue and green and clear. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it is gorgeous. And this one is a 3-bump. So you've got this Fire and Ice, which is a 4-bump, and then this wood resin is a 3-bump. So you can choose, and they're both thick. They're both the thicker version. So if you win the giveaway, you'll be able to choose between either of these two pens, which I think are very, very nice. I'm very happy. I wish that I could use one, but one of them's yours, so I can't. I can't even use one because I don't know which one you're going to pick. I'm going to have to wait. And I think what I'm going to do is, today is Tuesday, June 15th. I am going to give this a week. So next Tuesday, I'll draw a winner. And I will tell you what you need to do to, oh, it says right here what it's called. Hybrid resin and burl is all it's called. Hybrid resin and burl diamond painting pen. And the other one is fire and ice, large. So that is what those are called. Very nice. I love them. They're both beautiful. I think, you know what, either one would be an awesome pick. I would be happy to have either one of these. So hopefully you guys will, hopefully you'll win. I think that that's a pretty good prize for my first giveaway. I'm pretty happy with the selections that I made, and hopefully you will be too. So one of these could be yours. Good luck to everybody. All right, that being said, let's get right into what we're going to work on. Actually, I'm going to show you guys a couple other things I've been working on. I don't know if you watched I don't actually know if this unboxing has been uploaded yet. I don't think it has. So in my unboxing of my marathon unboxing from Everyday E-Deals, I had another order come in from them shortly afterward that I haven't posted yet. And, or was it from Everyday E-Crafts? I'm not sure. Don't quote me. I will, when I post this, I will put the link in. I decided to try embroidery. My daughter Maddie does embroidery. I was always very intimidated by it, but I thought, you know what? Get over yourself, give it a try. It can't be that hard. So I've been working on this hand embroidery kit, and I think I am doing, this is my very first try. And not to toot my own horn, but I think I'm doing a really good job. Not to toot my own horn, not to pat myself on the back, not to give myself a big attaboy, but yeah, I think I'm doing a great job. So that's, I'll show you, this is the picture of what it's going to look like when it's finished. So you can see I have quite a ways to go. But I have learned every single stitch. I have learned, and it has been super, there's a description sheet on the back of here that shows you all the stitches and how to do them. I can't learn like that from a picture, so I've just been every time it says the name of a stitch and what stitch to do in that area, I just Google it. There's a YouTube creator called Cutesy Crafts, and she has very straight, very to the point, very no nonsense, just get right to it, little snippet videos for every stitch that you can imagine in embroidery. So I have been frequently referring back to her videos every time I need to learn a new stitch. And so far I've done the leaf stitch, back stitch, satin stitch, lazy daisy, spiderweb rose, outline stitch, and French knot. You can see that French knot was my first one. I kind of flubbed that one up, but the rest of my French knots look pretty good. So I've got a lot of stitches to learn, a lot more to learn, and I think there's probably no end to the amount of stitches that there are out there. And I did just go ahead, I'm having so much fun with this, that I did just go ahead and order myself a couple more embroidery kits from Amazon. And I only ordered, I could have gotten them cheaper from like Everyday E-Deals or Fan Sales or someplace like that, but I wanted them tomorrow. And if I ordered them from Amazon, I could get them tomorrow, and it was only a few dollars more, so that's not a big deal. And then let me show you, I'm just going to pop my chair down real quick and pull up the other thing I'm working on. Let me just set my project down here. The other thing I've been working on is I am doing a blanket for my son, and this is, I'm crocheting this. This is just a double crochet, nothing fancy, no fancy pattern. My intention was I was going to do this beautiful, beautiful pattern. It was a basket weave. And it was just an absolutely gorgeous pattern. But you know what? Ignore all that other stuff on the other knitting or crocheting I've got down there on the floor. Just don't even look at that. Just pretend that's not there. I've got a mess all around my craft chair. But I think that I'm doing a pretty good job. And I have to tell you guys, I am so just gutted about this. I was about 3 times further along in this blanket. This sucker is heavy too, and it's going to be wonderful. And it's so, so, so velvety soft. I was about 3 times farther along. I laid it out on the bed because I wanted to ask my husband about how many more skeins of yarn he thought I needed, because I didn't think I had ordered 9, and I had got to a point where I only had 3 left, and it was definitely not long enough. And I thought, shoot, I'm going to have to order more. And he's a much better judge of like spatial relations, like how big something is, or how, you know, you can get this much out of one skein, so therefore you need how many more to get a certain length. So he's much better at that. So I had asked him his opinion, and he noticed that I was increasing. So I wasn't saying the same width. What had happened was I was crocheting twice into the same hole, and so I ended up, my blanket was getting wider as I went along. I'm a very new crocheter, you guys. I'm very new to it. So I had to take out about 3 skeins worth of crocheting and start back near the beginning, which was absolutely devastating. It was probably 20 hours worth of work, 18 hours worth of work. It was absolutely devastating. But I wanted to turn, for as expensive as this thing is going to be, I wanted it to turn out right. I didn't want to end up with something that looked like a pile of junk. What I'm using for this is Bernat Velvet Plus. It's Yarnspirations Bernat Velvet Plus. Let me just get my diamond painting stuff back up here so we can get started with that. So that's just a couple of the things that I'm working on right now, in addition to diamond painting. I have been working on my new kit that I got. I'm working on my new sun catcher kit that I unboxed in the Everyday E-Deals order. Let me see if I've got that right here. It should be right here. Where is it? Uh-oh, you guys. I've got it. I'm such a mess. Why isn't it sitting right? Oh, it's right here. Because I want to show you how that's coming along. And I had an idea. You know, I told you that I didn't think that I liked the tassel-y things that hung from it. So here's how that's looking. Isn't it coming along nicely? Isn't that going to look... Let me just peel the plastic back so you can really get a good look at it. Isn't that going to look amazing hanging in the window? I just love it. And I loved the other ones that I got even more. So you can see I still have a lot left to do. I'm not, you know, nearly close to done, but I think when it is finished, it's going to look beautiful. But remember I showed you guys that I didn't really care for the beads. I'm just going to open them up and show them to you, because maybe somebody else has an even better idea that I'm not thinking of. So I just didn't, so here's what you're going to hang from the end, from these little, you're going to hang these beads, and I think I unstrung some of the beads because it seems like there should be more beads on there. So you're going to hang those from these little holes, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes to hang those from. I don't think that the colors that they chose are really very complimentary to the, I don't know. I just don't know how much I love it. Anyway, I had an idea. My daughter Maddie, she does jewelry making, and she makes like things you would hang from your rear view mirror in your car. But anyway, she has a lot of jewelry making supplies, and she has some beautiful glass beads. And I thought it might be prettier if I chose some colors that were more corresponding to the color field that's on the diamond painting, and I strung those glass beads. And I think that those might look prettier than these solid color beads that were provided in the kit. And the bells. I'm not sure how much I love the bells. So I'm going to give that a try and see how I like that when I get to that point. So I'll keep you guys updated and I'll share it with you when it's finished. And just if you have any other ideas for something I could do on those tassel-y ends rather than those beads that came with it, I would be happy to hear from you about that as well. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into some diamond painting. I'm just so excited about my giveaway, you guys. I hope you're excited too. All right, let's get into the diamond painting. What am I working on today? I am working on the ridiculously, ginormously long Train of Dreams by Randall Spangler from Diamond Art Club. I've got about 5 sections done. We're going to start the 6th section here. I'm using Star Ore 60 by 80, no, 4 by 6 inch release paper squares. They're reusable. I love these things. Can't get enough of them. And I'm just keeping the plastic cover on for now because I don't want to have to cover the entire thing in release papers because then I won't be able to keep the one end rolled up. And this thing is so big and cumbersome that I need to keep a portion of it at least rolled up while I'm working on it. I don't know, when I get to the point where I've got so much, oh, I didn't finish this section up here. Well, maybe I should turn that around and finish that section before I open up a new section, huh? Well, that just means you guys are going to have to look at it upside down. Do you guys care? I hope not, because I can't really open up a new, I don't want to leave that exposed. So we'll just finish up this section real quick. It looks like I only have a couple more colors to go. So let me move this box of storage. You guys would crack up if you saw. I have on my little side couch over here, I have about 7 diamond paintings that are current works in progress. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 storage containers stacked on my little table next to my chair with all my drills, my drill organizers on them. And it's just looking ridiculous. I need to get some stuff finished. I need to stop craftnadoing around and get serious about something and stick with it. I had hoped that this was going to be the project for me, that I was going to be able to do that with, that I was going to be able to just start with this and stay dedicated and keep on it. And other than being distracted by crocheting and embroidery, this has been, no, that's a lie too. I have been working on another diamond painting, just a small little 30 by 40 snack size. So what am I using today? We've got the diamond painting, the release papers. This is actually a large tray that I ordered through Amazon. It was a 3-pack from Huacan of large trays, and they slide beautifully. So I had a Star Ore tray, and I think that I had just used it for so long that I had nicked it up so badly that the drills weren't sliding back into the container very well anymore. So I was just going to order another Star Ore tray. They're about $10, and I was just going to order a new one of those. But when I was browsing on Amazon, when I was looking for it, this listing popped up for these a 3-pack of trays from Huacan, and the 3-pack was only $8.99. So I thought, what the heck? I will list that also below in the description as well if you want to check that out, because they have been beautiful trays to use. They've just really been nice, and I don't know if I'm just raving about them because the one that I was using was so worn out and it was so frustrating that it was so sticky that the drills weren't sliding very nicely. And that's why I'm so thrilled about it, or if they're really as awesome as I'm telling you they are. So could be just one of those things where what I had was so old and not working well that anything new would have been an improvement. But I thought $9 for 3 trays, 3 big trays, that's not a bad deal at all. The pen I'm using today is just my good old standby Diamond Art Club. I believe it's called Autumn Rain, with a thin four placer in one end. And I'm using Not Your Mama's Mud for my multi-placer in Warm Apple Cinnamon, which is my favorite scent right now from them. I have several scents from them, but Warm Apple Cinnamon is one of my favorites. And then in my single placer, I do have my micro dots. And if you're not familiar with what those are, give them a try. I wish more people would, like, I don't know, I think people like scoff at the micro dots, but dude, seriously, they're freaking awesome. They are amazing in your single placer. So just, they're Glue Dots brand. You can order them from Amazon, and just get the micro size. And what they are is they come on this little, if I'm telling you something you already know, sorry about that. But they come on this little strip of paper, and you can't really even see it, but there's a little teeny dot of glue. And you just peel that off, roll it up, and stuff it into the end of your drill pen. And I find that 2.5, and I know you're saying, Angie, a half, really? Yeah. But 2.5 is really like the perfect quantity in there. And the way I get them in there is I take my, I peel them off, ball them up, stick them in there, and then I poke them in with my sharp tweezers. And that seems to work just perfectly. If anything, the only problem that I've ever had with micro dots is that they are too sticky in the beginning. And when that happens, I just put my finger over it like this. It just kind of get some of your oils from your hand on there. And then they're good to go. Good to go. All right, so that concludes what I'm working on and what I'm working with and what I have been working on. So now we can chat for a little bit. Today's Tuesday. Today is Nate's second full weekday of summer vacation, and I'm taking advantage of today to record this WIP and chat because he went to Grandma and Grandpa's and spent the night last night. So I am home alone, and I am so glad to be home alone. I needed some home alone time. My husband has also been taking a lot of time off work lately. If you didn't know, we're renovating our kitchen, and so he has been taking a lot of time off work to work on the kitchen. And when I say we're renovating our kitchen, I mean we're doing everything. We're getting new cabinets, new countertop, new floor, new walls. We're getting a new range hood. We are reconfiguring the way the cabinets were. Just everything. Everything is going to be new. So, and we're moving and putting in a new window. We're getting a new sink. So that's been really exciting, really expensive, and a lot of decisions to make and a lot of things to order. So we had to, before I get into that, so Jeff's been taking a lot of time off work to work on that. And so he's been home an awful lot, which is it's not my favorite thing. Just going to be honest with you. I like it when he goes to work. Take your ass to work. Leave me alone. Leave me home alone. I'm busy. I'm busy crafting. I got too much crafting to do. When he's home and he's working on the kitchen and I'm just sitting out here crafting, I almost feel guilty. I didn't say I do feel guilty. I said I almost feel guilty that he's working and I'm crafting. But it's just almost. Not really fully. I don't fully feel guilty. Just almost guilty. But there's really, at this point, nothing I can do. I mean, once it gets to the point where he's got the new drywall up, I can help paint. And I will help paint when it gets to that point. But we're not at that point yet. And why does everything have to be a special order? Anyway, wait. Stop. Go back. I didn't want to talk about that yet. So, today he's off work, but he's at a golf outing. So one of his reps from work invited him to this golf outing today. So that's where he is today. And I am not looking forward to it because I know that he's going to have probably a few too many adult beverages at this golf outing. And he's just going to come home and just be a total goofball and drive me nuts. Because once he's had a few beers, he can be a total goofball and drive me nuts. So I told him, you know, have a good time, and don't worry, he's not driving. He's getting a ride with the people he's golfing with, or I told him to call me and I can come and pick him up when he's finished. But he got picked up this morning, so he has a CDL, he has to have a CDL for work, so he would never drink and drive. Even if he didn't have to have a CDL, he would never drink and drive. It's one of the things that he's very adamant about. I mean, as well, everybody should be. It's just not cool. It's not something you do. But, so he's out having the time of his life. He used to be an avid golfer. I mean, he was an awesome, excellent golfer. He golfed in a league and golfed a couple times a week in addition to the league. But it seems like probably since our son's been born, which Nate is 12, he hasn't really kept up with golfing like he did when we were first married and when we were dating. And so I have a feeling he's going to be a little bit disappointed with his performance today just because he's kind of out of practice. He did go golfing with his dad yesterday just to he hasn't been golfing in years, you guys. So to go from golfing a few times a week to not having gone in years, that's going to be, you know, he's someone who's very hard on himself if he doesn't do perfect. If he's not golfing really well, he can be very hard on himself. So I hope that he's not in a bad mood when he gets home, and I hope he'll just remember that this is all for fun. There's nothing riding on this. You know, it's just a for fun golf day. It looks like I'm sorry, I'm probably going to be sticking my head into the camera shot just to try to find my symbol here. Not that. Oh, and for storage, I'm using my Craftmates Lockables, in case you didn't notice. Oh my gosh, you guys, I should tell you that too. So I was thrilled last week, I think it was, and I told you that Craftmates Lockables were on sale on Amazon for $19.49 or something like that. I was on Amazon last night, and guess how much they are? They are $16.49 right now, you guys. That is like a steal. They retail in the store for like $32.99 at Michael's, and that's their normal price on Amazon. They're on sale for half off. So if you don't have yourself a set of Craftmates Lockables, I cannot say enough good things about them. They're my favorite storage, one of my favorite storage solutions. And $16.49 for 56 grid, and they come in a nice organizer binder, and each container is quite large. You can fit a lot of drills in it, so you can kit up a pretty decent sized kit with 56 compartments. So check that out. I'll link that also in the description. I don't know how long they're going to be on sale or how long they have been on sale, but $16.49 is a steal for these. So yeah, check those out if you haven't. If you don't have any now, if you don't have any and you want to try them, now would be the time to do it, because that's the lowest price I've ever seen them. Now I've got one stinking drill that's this color. I don't know what color it is, and I'm gonna have a heck of a time finding it just because you guys are watching. Don't watch me. You're making me nervous. Oh, sorry. Just kidding. Oh, there it is. That didn't take too long. Okay, and we finished that section. So now I can flip it over and we can look at it the right way. And I think what I'm going to do, because I can, well, actually, I can reach, not really. Not really, not with it rolled up like this. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to do the edges. I'm going to do the two sections, the top edge and the bottom edge, and I'm going to leave this middle section. And then on the middle section, I will turn it this way and then wrap the canvas below me as I go along. So I think I'll leave the middle section for last and just work the top and bottom sections from side to side to begin with. I'm going to let that hang. All right, so yay, unwrapping a new section. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. And I've kind of timed myself, and depending on the amount of confetti in a particular section, it usually takes me about 2 hours per section to get these guys done. So I did not calculate out how many sections I have in this diamond painting, but it's a lot. Trust me, it's a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. And it is, you know, it is quite a bit of confetti in this. I mean, not confetti where it's every other drill is a different color, but every section it seems like does include all 60 or 57 of the colors. It seems like. I mean, don't quote me on that, but it seems like it. This is the first Randall Spangler kit that I've worked on, so pretty excited about that. I also have So Many Books, So Little Time, which is another big guy. Don't know when I'll get to that one, but I do love the image. This one is going to be for my granddaughters. I think I mentioned that. My daughter saw it, and when she saw the size of it, she was just like, oh my gosh, Mom, where are we going to put that? It's going to take up the whole wall. I mean, don't get me wrong, she doesn't not want it. I'm not forcing it on her, but she was just surprised at the sheer length of it. It's 68 inches. So it's tall, it's longer than I am tall when it's completely unrolled. So definitely the longest diamond painting I've ever worked on. I think it's the longest one I've ever purchased. Pretty sure it is. So anyway, so Nate's at Grandma and Grandpa's. Jeff went golfing today, which left me home alone, which I was all too happy about. And I wish I could have more days like this where the boys are gone and it's just me. But it's summer now, and Nate won't be home with me every day. Not that he's a big bother. I mean, he's 12 years old. He's off in his own world. He's got his... he's big into gaming, as so many kids his age are. A lot of his friends from school, they all play Minecraft together and Fortnite. I don't know if he still plays Fortnite. I shouldn't say that. He'd be like, Mom, I don't play that anymore. Whatever. But he does still play a lot of Minecraft and then whatever else he plays. But it's a good core group of friends that he has at school. And they also do hang out outside of the online gaming. So him spending time on his gaming doesn't really concern me, because he does enough in-person stuff as well. And you know, with COVID, we didn't have really the ability to do the online, you know, many online friendships. Now he has gotten his first vaccine. He got his first vaccine, was it a week ago? It was a week ago Friday, and he got terribly, terribly sick. I think that I mentioned it in one of my videos. And I think it was because he's not a very big kid for his age. He's 12 years old, which is the minimum age that you have to be able to get the vaccine. But he's a very small 12-year-old. He's very tall, but he's very, very thin. So he's a pretty small 12-year-old, and I just think maybe it was just too much for him. I mean, and I'm no medical professional. I could be way off base with that, and that could have nothing to do with it. But it really hit him hard. He was sick, sick, sick. For days he was sick. So I kind of am a little bit leery about him getting his second dose because from what I've heard, people have had more complications or more issues with getting their second dose than they did their first. And if he was this bad after his first dose, I hate to think what he's going to be like after his second dose. And unfortunately, the day that he's going to get his second dose is when I'm going to be gone to the retreat. I'm going to a crafting retreat next Thursday through Sunday in Battle Creek, Michigan. I'm super excited about that. There are some YouTube creators who are also going, some people from the diamond painting community, some business owners. It's going to be a good time. Maddie's going, so I'm really looking forward to it. I've never done anything like that before, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not a very social person as far as getting out there, making new friends. I'm not a person, my friends that I've had for, over 20 years, and I just don't make new friends. I don't leave the house often. I don't have the occasion to make new friends. You guys, the new friends that I've made through my channel and through other YouTube channels have really been, the closest to new friends that I've had in many, many years. So I'm excited, but I'm also a little bit nervous to meet so many new people, because what if they don't like me? What if nobody likes me? And in that respect, I'm glad Maddie's going, because she's my daughter. She has no choice but to she doesn't have to like me, but she has to love me, and she has to put up with me. So she has to hang around with me. So we're going to ply everybody with alcohol. We're going to take the makings of mimosas so that we can have a brunchy mimosa bar. And then we're also going to take the makings of Bloody Marys, and we're going to have a Bloody Mary bar as well. So, we'll have a few beverages, and then that'll loosen me up, make me maybe a little bit less nervous about meeting all these new people. It really sounds like it's going to be a really good time. The people who have organized it and put it together have really gone out of their way to make sure that there's going to be a lot of fun things to do. We're going to have some classes. I think one of the classes we're going to have is, I know. One of the classes that we're going to have is adult coloring. We're going to learn how to do shading, which I guess I'm interested in it, but I'm not confident in my skills. I have never been very creative or talented artistically. So I am a little bit I'm a little bit nervous about how well I'm going to do with that. That being said, what difference does it really make? It's not like it's a competition, right? So one of the other classes that we're going to have is miniatures. We're going to do miniatures, which I am totally excited about that, because I, as you may or may not know, also love to do miniatures. And so it'll be fun to work with other people and see maybe if there are any tips or tricks that I'm not aware of, because it's not something that I've been doing for very long. So I don't know, all the ins and outs to it. And it'll be nice to learn from someone who has more experience and just get some practice and see if I can do things a little bit neater, a little bit less sloppy. So that'll be fun. Then one of the other classes is framing diamond paintings, which I'm interested in framing diamond paintings. You guys haven't seen it yet because I'm not finished putting it together, but I've got a video coming out regarding framing diamond paintings and a couple of different ways to do so. One of which is really easy and requires basically zero skills or craftiness, and the other requires a little bit of special knowledge and a little bit of special tools. But if you or a significant other have saws and a staple gun and you can measure, you would definitely be able to do it. And they're both very budget friendly, ways to frame diamond paintings. So keep an eye out for that video. The reason it's taking so long, I've had my part of it made for 2 weeks now. I just have been having a hell of a time getting Jeff to make a commitment to go on out to the pole barn with me and let me record him while he is doing his part of it, which is the measuring and the cutting of the wood. So I just need to get him, not as if he hasn't been busy, right? After all, he's doing an entire kitchen remodel by himself. My husband is a very, very handy man. We have a wraparound porch on the front of our house that he built completely by himself, tied it in with the roof line and everything. He has re-sided our house, he re-roofed our house, he put new drywall in our house, he's done all of the flooring, except for the carpet, but he did all the ceramic tile flooring. He put in new windows. He's a very, very handy person. And so, that being said, this kitchen is still a monumental undertaking, both monetarily and in terms of work-wise. And let's face it, he's getting older. I mean, when he did all this stuff, when we first bought this house, when he did all these other renovations, you know, we were 20 years younger. I mean, he just turned 50 years old, and he's not as strong as he used to be, and doesn't have the stamina that he used to have. So, but he has that much more knowledge, right? 20 years more knowledge. Yeah, we'll give him that. We'll give him something. He's older and wiser. I like to tease. I'm only 4 years younger than he is, but I like to tease him about how old he's getting. That's fun. Oh, I made something else. I didn't show you guys. Speaking of getting old, made me think of being a grandma, which made me think of this. So let me show you. I have to show you on my phone because I already gave it away. I made, what? I made a arm knitted, that's a horrible picture. I made an arm knitted blanket for my granddaughter. That's my granddaughter Lila. She will be 2 the end of July, and I arm knitted that blanket for her. So I also did that this week, and it only took me 4 tries to get that right. Yes, I arm knitted that blanket 4 times because 3 out of the 4 times when I was finished with it and spread it all out and I was so proud of myself and thought I was finished, I found where I must have, when I was taking off and putting on to my other arm, I must have crossed the loops in the wrong order. And so I had to take it off and redo it 4 times. 4 times, yeah, 4 times total. Fourth time was the charm. So, you know, when you're trying new crafts, I mean, don't be afraid to screw up. What's the worst that can happen? You just redo it. Not that big of a deal. I mean, it's just a little bit of time out of your life. It's, you know, it's not the end of the world. And, you know, I have my very first blanket that I ever crocheted. I'm not finished with it, but I'm close to finished with it. And it has many flaws and imperfections, and I purposely left them because it's my learning blanket, and I want forever to be able to go back to that blanket and be like, you know what? No, it's not perfect. And look, I made a mistake there. I made a mistake there. I made a mistake there. It's not perfect, but I made it. And I learned how to do it all by myself. Well, I mean, with the help of YouTube videos. I learned how to do it. I, took the plunge, took it upon myself to just try it. And this is how it turned out. And even with all its flaws, it's still beautiful. Just like us, right? I mean, even with all your flaws, everything that's imperfect about you makes you perfectly awesome. So I'm embracing those flaws in my practice blanket, I call it. And I also and I especially call it my practice blanket because I learned it has several different types of stitches in it. So I switched from single crochet to half double crochet to double crochet. I even have a few rows that are just chain stitched, just because I wanted to practice. And so I just let it remain as part of the blanket, and it is what it is. So yeah, so don't be afraid to try new things, even if they don't turn out perfect. Like I had a couple of comments on my cross-stitching projects that I unboxed from one of my last unboxings. And you can watch a ton of videos where people get really, really in depth and tell you all of these precise things that, make sure you always do it this way and you never do this and you always do this and, never ever do it this way and blah, 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 blah. You know what? There's no wrong way to do it. Just do it. Just do it. If it looks right, even if it's got a little bit of a mistake in it, you did it. You learned how to do it and you crafted it and you enjoyed spending time doing it. And embrace your flaws. Embrace your flaws in your crafts and in your life. And ever since I adopted that attitude about myself, I have been a much happier person in life in general, because I did. I used to struggle. I struggle with my weight. I have irritable bowel syndrome. My weight can fluctuate 80 to 100 pounds every year, depending on whether or not I'm having flare-ups. And so I can gain and lose 80 to 100 pounds every year, up and down. My highest I've ever been was 208. My lowest was 102 over the course of a year. So that's pretty extreme. And as a result, I've got some flappy skin that just doesn't go away. I am not at my lightest right now. I'm at about, I think last time I went to the doctor, I'm at like 165 or something like that, which I'm only 5'5", so that's still considered overweight. I don't even care. I am okay with who I am. I'm okay with being overweight. I'm okay with having the hanging skin and the wrinkles. I mean, because I did have such rapid weight gain and loss, my skin, the tone of my skin is not very good. I'm probably wrinkling a little bit more prematurely than someone would who didn't have such weight fluctuations for so long. I gave up on worrying about it. I just embrace myself for the way I am now, and it is so much easier. I know it's probably easier said than done, but I am so much happier now that I'm not super stressed about what I look like all the time. It's such a lovely thing not to have that burden, and not to have to worry about that. Of course, maybe if I was out in the world, I might feel differently, but being that I am mostly, you know, home and I don't have to go out into public, I can feel the way I do and feel good about it. I'm not trying to discredit anybody who does have a hard time with, you know, their weight or their self-image, because I know that it's not as easy as saying, just don't worry about it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that that's something that I was able to overcome, and I'm so much happier that it's not a huge part of my life is worrying about everything I put in my mouth, or worrying about, you know, the one thing, it is kind of a pain in the ass with clothes, because I have to have clothes in so many different sizes, just to accommodate. I don't ever throw clothes away because I never know, you know, when I'm going to need that size again. So I have clothes in such a wide array of sizes, so that's a little bit cumbersome, but it's just been really nice to not stress myself out about being perfect anymore, because I really used to when I was younger. And you know, maybe it's a part of, maybe it's something that comes with age too. Maybe as you get older, you don't worry about it as much as you did when you were younger. You don't worry so much about being absolutely perfect. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Or maybe I just went crazy and, you know, dropped my basket. Isn't that what movie was that they said she dropped her basket? Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood. That's what they called it when someone went crazy, that she dropped her basket. Oh, holy wow, it's over an hour now that I've been sitting here chit-chatting at you. Well, I did take up a little bit of time at the beginning with showing you everything. So let's talk about how I'm going to do this giveaway. I've never done a giveaway before, so this is all going to be new to me. So please, I beg of you, have patience with me. We will, what we're going to do is, I would like for you, if you'd like to be entered in my giveaway, please comment on this video, and what do I want you to comment? Tell me which of the pens that you would prefer and why, or what you like better about one over the other. So in the comment, tell me which if you did win, which one of the pens that you would want, and I'll show them to you one more time, just so you can remember. And we'll call them, let's see, hold on, let me just cover this up and set this aside real quick and get them back out. Of course, I put the box back away. Boy, I just talked for a long time about absolutely nothing, didn't I? Sorry about that. I could keep going. But I don't think anybody wants to sit here any longer than this. All right. So, in the comments, let me know, would you like the hybrid, the burl resin hybrid, or would you like, oops, don't throw it away on me, fire and ice? And they do both. This one doesn't have the 4-placer in the end, but it does have a baggie with the 4-placer in it. And so they do both come with a 4-placer. So this one is a 4-bump, and this one is a 3-bump. So burl resin hybrid or fire and ice. Let me know which one that you would like in the comments. And what I will do is I will number the comments, and then I'll come on and do a WIP and chat next Tuesday, because today's Tuesday, so we'll give it a week. And next Tuesday, no, let's not do that. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you through next Tuesday. So you'll have until midnight next Tuesday, which, what will the date be? So I want to make sure that I'm including everyone and not going to cut everybody off, so anybody off. So you have until midnight on June 22nd to post a comment with which pen you would prefer. After that, I will number the comments, and then I will come on Wednesday, the 23rd, and I will do a random number generator, and whatever number I comes up in the the random number generator. I will match it to whoever's comment that is, and I'm just going to write them all down because I don't know a better way to do it. I know that there's like comment pickers and all that stuff, but I don't have access to that, so this is the way I'm going to do it. I don't know that I don't have access to it. I don't know how to have access to it. I do everything on my iPad, so I don't know if it's because I don't use it on a PC. I don't know. Anywho, or if it's a separate app. I don't know. This is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to write everybody's name down. I'm going to number everybody's comment. And then I'll do a random number generator, and I'll do it with you right on the video. And whatever number matches that person's name, that's who'll win. And then I'll just have you get a hold of me via email, and I'll get your shipping information, and you will get your prizes. So again, you're going to get one of those 2 pens. You're going to get a tin of Patty Wax Super Sticky. You're going to get a vanilla frosting pretty placer, a roll of washi tape, and 2 Coverminders from Coverminders Shaban on Etsy. And where are the 2 Coverminders? Just show you again. You're going to get this beautiful, they're both beautiful, this beautiful dragonfly and this adorable ladybug. So one large, one small. And I think that that will be quite a nice prize. And I hope you think so too. So I look forward to hearing from all of you, and thanks for hanging out with me. I will link everything I used down in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, and I will get back with you as soon as I can. That said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. See you later, guys. Bye.